Every single day, my husband brings other women home, and I have to watch. I'm trapped behind this mirror. When I'm thirsty, I drink freezing, filthy water from the pipes. When I'm starving, I force myself to swallow rancid grease. And every time they're in bed together, I scream in the dark like I'm losing my mind. My name is Baron, and this is all my fault. I used to think I had a happy marriage, but I couldn't stop questioning my husband's loyalty. That doubt wouldn't leave me alone. So I decided to test him. I recorded a breakup video, left my phone on the table, and I hid inside the secret room behind the mirror. I wanted to see how he would react. He watched the video and lost it. He could barely breathe. His hands wouldn't stop shaking. He kept calling me again and again, but my phone was already turned off. I stayed hidden in the dark. I watched him break down on the edge of the bed, and for a moment, I felt satisfied. I thought it meant he couldn't live without me. A few seconds later, his eyes went cold. The sadness vanished. All I saw was anger. He grabbed the flowers and slammed them into the mirror. The impact echoed through the basement. That's when I knew I messed up. I ran to the door to grab the key. I needed to get out and explain everything. But the key wasn't in my pocket, and it hit me. I left the key on the table outside on the other side of the mirror. I threw myself against the mirror and screamed his name. But he couldn't hear me. No matter how loud I yelled, the basement is sealed with thick steel walls. It's completely soundproof, and I'm the only one who knows it even exists. I tried calling for help, but there's no signal down here. I grabbed a chair and slammed it against the metal door. It didn't even budge. The echo just bounced back at me. I watched him sit there on the other side of the mirror. That little sense of victory I had was gone. All I felt was fear. I was still hoping he'd come back for me. He quietly said, "Good luck." The way he said it sounded final. That's when I realized he might actually leave me. Anger and panic hit me all at once. I completely lost it. I kicked the pipe along the wall as hard as I could. The water in the sink on the other side rippled slightly. That tiny change gave me hope. I grabbed a metal pipe and started banging on the pipes as hard as I could. I just needed to make more noise, but he was washing his face. The sound of the water drowned everything out. He didn't notice a thing. No matter how loud I screamed, my voice never made it past the walls. A few minutes later, he left a room, leaving me alone in the dark. I refused to just sit there and wait to die. I grabbed a metal spike and started hacking at the wall. Sparks flew everywhere, and the screeching sound was almost unbearable. Right when I was using the last bit of strength I had, the basement light suddenly exploded. Everything went completely dark. The fear made it hard to breathe. I finally broke down, curling up on the floor and sobbing. The next day, I saw something even worse. He brought home a blonde woman. They stood in front of the mirror, acting like this house wasn't mine anymore. Soon they were in bed together. Their laughter and moans came through the speakers into the basement. Every sound cut right through me. I covered my ears and cried, but I still couldn't escape the noise. The next morning, she walked up to the sink. She picked up my toothbrush like it was hers and started using it. In just one night, it felt like she had replaced me, like she belonged there. The humiliation and anger were too much. I started yelling at her through the sink in the basement. Then she suddenly stopped. She leaned closer to the sink, listening for a second. I thought she could hear me, so I screamed for help into the drain. But when I ran back to the mirror, she was standing there like nothing was wrong, like I had imagined the whole thing.